Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I am out in our big wide open field, and I've got Mr. Fritz here. We are off leash, we are hands-free. You might see a long line dragging, but I'm not holding on to it, I'm not using it. We're just simply working on off leash freedom, and that could be in command or out of command. So just because a dog is completely off leash and you haven't given any commands doesn't mean it's a free-for-all. So there's certain rules. So if I haven't given him any commands, that doesn't mean he can start barking. It doesn't mean he can just start running away from me. There's general unwritten rules. Stay close to me, check in. If I recall you, you've got to come to me. Don't start barking at leaves blowing in the wind, right? Don't follow a deer into the woods. Don't ignore a recall. General stuff like that. So I'm trying to up his confidence in being off leash, because before training, his owners could never have him without a leash. He would be gone. In fact, with our phone call prior to training, they were so sure he'd be the one dog that we couldn't off leash train. That's how scared they were to let him off leash. So right now we're hands free. He's choosing to follow me, and that's a-okay. We're gonna raise his confidence and allow him the confidence to go explore, but still listen to us when we call him back. So we're down here, we're by the river. We've got a bunch of hiking trails where I'm gonna be encouraging him to go sniff, go potty, go explore stuff, and then recall him back, get some recall reps in. We'll also be practicing our stay commands and our heel work, which is the off leash and on leash heel. Walk nicely at my side. Fritz, break, good boy! Sit, good boy, stay. So we're doing some sit and stay work, adding distractions just by being in a new place. No, stay. He chooses to lay down, that's his coping skill, that's fine. I told him to sit, I told him to stay. Me walking away is hard for him. That's why he got up and started moving, but we want to teach our dogs to respect the stay command. So when he makes a mistake, he hears a verbal NO, I'll click on the collar, and then I give him a hand signal stay. He chooses to lay down, that's good. Good. Good boy. It's hard for these dogs who come in not used to listening, not used to being held to a certain standard. No, stay. Getting in the habit of listening at a distance without a leash in my hand, because they are so used to being at the end of a tight leash that their brains just can't fathom the thought of having to listen even at a distance without a leash. That's where the e-collar comes in handy. Good boy. Let's try a recall. So to recall him, which is the COME command, I'm gonna say the verbal. I'm also gonna tap my tone button. I'm gonna praise him when he's on his way, and he should sit her down somewhere at my feet. Come, good boy. What a good boy. Sit. Oh my goodness, what a good boy. Yes, you are. Stay. Good boy, good choice. No, stay. Good. Fritz, good. Getting used to hearing his name and not immediately responding. Break. Yeah, good boy. Okay, let's try our heel off leash. So heel means walk nicely at my side, following my left leg, following my pace, and following my direction. We do this all off leash. Of course, if you're in a neighborhood where you need a leash, that's totally fine, but all the training is on the e-collar. And if you get into the habit of attaching the end of your dog's leash to your belt or your body and using the e-collar, you'll get really good at it versus always trying to hold them back with the leash. So to get him in heel, I'm going to say heel, I'm going to tap the tone button, and I'm going to start moving and gently tap my left leg. Fritz, heel. Good. So now he's at my left side, following me wherever I go, like a little black shadow. Notice I'm not using the leash, but I do have my e-collar. So when do I use my e-collar? If he moves out of position, I can press and he will get back into position and I release. It's literally that simple. So if he's starting to lag too far behind, I like to use the tone button. If he's lagging, if he's drifting out to the left, I use my tone button. But if he's pushing ahead, I like to use my stim button. Good boy. So it's a really nice way to travel with your dog. Movement together in the same direction without always having to hold the end of a tight leash. Really good relationship building. Sit. Good boy. He sits. When I stop, let's practice that stay again. Stay. Make it very clear with a verbal and a hand signal. Then if and when he does make a mistake, it's a very simple N-O paired with a stem. Stay. No. Good. See how hard that is for him? But every time we practice, he gets better. Remember, he's only been doing this for a few weeks now, so he's just doing amazing. He's that little black dot right there. Fritz, no. I want him to get used to hearing his name and not jumping at it. So maybe I'm just saying his name and then I want to tell him good boy. I don't want him to hear his name and assume what I want. Fritz, good. Fritz, break! Yeah, buddy, good boy! Yes! So happy, break! Good boy! Go, go. Good boy. That's a good boy. Sit. Good. Fritz. That's a good boy. Break. Yeah. Good. Stay. Fritz. Good. Break. Yeah, buddy. Go, go, go. Hi, buddy. Good boy. Wow, we're back to the house now. That was an awesome hike with Fritz. He gained a lot of confidence in his free time off leash, exploring, going potty, wandering in the stream, drinking fresh water from the stream, sniffing all the foliage, recalling when I asked him to, staying close to me when I asked him to. So this was a really good adventure for him and a really good experience, completely off leash. I'm so happy for him.